Thanks, Rowan. Afternoon, Damian. I just want to ask you about, how much of a shock it was to your system, the freakish nature of your accident, and how relieved you feel now to have put in two performances in the last week where you've been able to test yourself physically and come through unscathed.
Yeah, I don't think I want to chat too much about what happened. Obviously, it did happen, and I'm just grateful that it didn't end up being any worse than what it is. Obviously, thinking of a guy like RG, I think he got the worst of it at the end of the day, and I still feel very sorry for him. He's gone through a lot at the moment, so I think I got lucky. I'm just glad it wasn't worse, but in also saying that, I'm just glad I got to play rugby again. I think after it happened, I did go into a bit of shock, and obviously I was in hospital on morphine and stuff, and I thought it was a joke at the time. But obviously, once it wore off and the pain started to kick in, I think then it really struck me how bad it was, and how much worse it could have been, and how lucky I was. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I got through some good game minutes over the past week. Obviously, it was tough to play 2 games in a week. I haven't done that in quite a long time, but it was good. I think everyone that played, obviously, Saturday's game was quite tough emotionally afterwards, but I think it was a good lesson for us, not just losing that game, but also putting our body and our minds through the two physical battles in 1 week. And I'm just glad that there were no bad injuries, and we all got through it nicely, and the bodies are feeling a lot better now this week. And I'm grateful that we actually have a week off before the next game. So, but yeah, it was good, and I'm happy with where I am at the moment again, and I'm just grateful to be playing rugby again.
And in the context of the lack of preparation time that you've had, Damian, how important to have this backline division exactly the same 7 that started the Rugby World Cup final 21 months ago?
Yeah, it makes a massive difference. I think after what happened to myself and RG, I think if there were a lot of changes in the squad, I think it would be quite tough. But thankfully it's not. And yeah, like it was just nice playing again. But obviously, we haven't played together since the World Cup. But we know our relationships on the field and off the field are still very good with not just the guys that are playing this weekend or the guys that are starting on the bench, but the guys that are missing out as well. So yeah, it has been great that there is still a lot of consistency in the squad, and I think it makes a massive difference, and it almost allows us to be ourselves and almost try and just fit in naturally again.